It was a brief yet significant week in Washington, D.C., as the legislative session winded down before the Juneteenth holiday on Thursday. The House was in recess, and the Senate wrapped up midweek, with most business concluded by Wednesday. Despite the short schedule, appropriations, security briefings, and reconciliation talks continue. Rescissions package moves to Senate. The House passed the Rescissions Act of 2025, H.R. 4, on June 12th, rescinding $9.4 billion in federal funds by a vote of 214 to 212. The package is now awaiting Senate consideration. Senate reconciliation talks continue. Senate Republicans continue finalizing their reconciliation package, addressing Medicaid work requirements, clean energy tax credits, and SALT deduction limits. Senate Majority Leader John Thune, RSD, has warned that the near-term recess may be delayed without completion. Trade Review Act gains bipartisan momentum. S. 1272, Trade Review Act of 2025, remains in committee. It has not yet been passed or enacted. Despite earlier confusion, Senate and House passage have not occurred. Appropriations markups underway. Committee markups on FY 26 funding bills, including defense and homeland security, are in progress. The Senate may take these up after the holiday. Senate Republicans race the clock on reconciliation bill. Senate Republicans adjourned for the Juneteenth recess without finalizing their reconciliation bill. While draft text was released by the Senate Finance Committee on June 16th, the package remains in committee. Closed-door negotiations with the White House and Senate parliamentarian continued throughout the week, but key policy divisions remain unresolved. Disagreements persist over how aggressively to phase out clean energy tax credits, whether to maintain the $10,000 cap on the state and local tax, SALT, deduction, and how deeply to cut Medicaid. Senator Josh Hawley, RMO, has publicly criticized the current version's Medicaid provisions as too severe, while other Republican senators, including Senator Susan Collins, RME, and Senator Lisa Murkowski, RAK, have yet to commit their support. Senate Majority Leader John Thune has identified the week of June 26th as the target for a floor vote, though procedural hurdles and intra-party negotiations may push that timeline further. He continues to press for passage before the July 4th recess, but several Republicans have expressed skepticism that the bill will be ready in time. Floor votes on H.R. 1, One Big Beautiful Bill Act, are expected once the Senate version is finalized. President Trump advocates for use of project labor agreements, PLAs. On June 12th, the White House Budget Office encouraged federal agencies to utilize PLAs when cost-effective. OMB Director Russell Vought specified that President Trump supports conditional PLAs, but reaffirms that the Biden administration's requirement for pre-hire collective bargaining in projects over $35 million remains operative. An exception is included when PLAs raise project costs beyond a 10% threshold.